Hey guys, welcome back to that LP show. The name of the game is Sonic Colors for the Wii. Last time we unlocked Sweet Mountain and Starlight Carnival. Now, most people who play this game tackle Sweet Mountain first, but like I said, I wanted to go through this game with as little backtracking for the red rings as possible, and in order to get all of the red rings within the first few acts of Sweet Mountain, I'm going to need a few Wisps that are located here in the Starlight Carnival. So I'm going to come here first, get those Wisps, and then I'm going to Sweet Mountain. So without further ado, let's get this thing started. As you can see, there was the blue Wisp right there, which enables the cube ability, which kind of acts like the P blocks from Super Mario games. Here we go. Starlight Carnival, Act 1. And as it starts out, we're kind of on autopilot here. Sonic just runs along this track himself. But, yeah, this part kind of just... Alright, here we go. Now we can do side steps, and if you look carefully, you can see trails of rings coming up from behind the robots, which let you know which path you want to take. Also, watch the robots very carefully so you can tell when they're about to fire. And coming up, we have this part where we're having to home attack these blocks that Andross throws at you from Star Fox, but you gotta be very careful there. My first run through the game, I didn't know I was supposed to do that, and I fell to my death, and I died, and then I was dead. But then I was alive again, because I have extra lives, because this game is generous with its extra lives. And here is the blue cube. Here you go. It turns those blue rings into blocks, and the blue blocks into blue rings. It also explodes nearby enemies. And as you saw there, these egg ponds in this world have trumpets, kind of like they're in a marching band, like it's a carnival or something, or a parade. Each world has themed egg ponds. As you saw in the tropical resort, they were all holding welcome signs, probably because that's kind of the gateway, the entrance way to the amusement park. And I can suspend my disbelief right now because he's in space, but I can't understand why Sonic kind of glides down when he's up in the air and he's descending. It's kind of like he's Knuckles, because that's Knuckles' ability. Alright, now we're sidestepping again along these tracks. If you boost, you can kind of magnetize rings towards you. Right here on this second run, we want to try to stay close to the right side because there's the third red ring. We're going to have to come back later for that second one. So from here, let's just use our boost, keep sidestepping to take these guys out or else they'll hit you, and try to get at least close to the trails of rings while you're using your boost, because then they'll magnetize towards you like you have the electric shield or lightning shield from Sonic 3. And if you haven't noticed already, those are Moto bugs from the early Genesis titles. And there's really not much else to do here except wait until the next point in which we can control Sonic. Just sit back and enjoy the view of that gigantic ship. And we have kind of this bouncer thing, which for some reason is going to knock us backwards. I didn't do that myself, but then we just walk forward and everything's okay. Got a checkpoint. Get greedy for some more rings. Get another blue cube. And I'm going to try to bounce up here and take him out. Want as much time as possible on these blue rings because they wear out fast, especially in this area. And if you're not quick, you'll fall to your death and die. Collect more to refill it. And if you're fast enough, you get another red ring. And there's no way to control this, it just kind of drags it out. It'll go to the third one, then to the middle one, and then from the second one, it'll bounce you over by that checkpoint. And then here the ceiling falls down on you, so you gotta hurry up real fast. Whoa, whoa, No, go back, go back. Go back, go back. Oh, good. Grab that blue cube. Wait for it to go back up. And change the rings into blocks. Bounce up on the spring over here. Go to the right. Drop down. Do it again. And if you pay attention to the lower right corner, you'll see that there was a red ring out of view, and we got that. And we got another homing attack section with the Andros blocks. When you're descending, if you hold down the B button, you can dive. And that's the end of the stage. And for beating Starlight Carnival Act 1, we get an A, an S, and 3 extra lives. You automatically get 3 extra lives at the end of a stage when you get an S rank. So if you know, if you're low on lives and you know a stage that you can easily S rank, that's a good way to rack up lives. You also get 1 life for getting an S rank. For getting an A rank. And for beating Starlight Carnival Act 1, we unleash all of the blue wisps into the amusement park, and we can use them at our leisure when we're in stages that possess the blue capsules. On to Act 2. Starts out in a side-scrolling perspective. We got our blue cube, but we don't want to use it quite yet. We want to come over here, and we want to be really quick about this. We want to use our blue cube to go through those rings so we don't bounce through them, and that will destroy those black blocks that were there. We want to blow these up, and we're pretty much okay from here. The main thing we wanted to do is clear a path to get up here to this red ring, and it's time to be greedy for some more rings. And that's enough. I don't want to waste too much time. Good old YouTube's 15-minute time limit. We'll jump up here. Hit the spring. And we'll just continue on to the right now because we need to come back with the pink spikes to get the remainder of the red rings. Except for this one that I'm going to have to time very well. There we go. And now I'm going to have to wait for these to explode. Come on. There we go. And now we just want to drop down the right side. And we want to be careful because there is... I believe there's an enemy down here. Yes, there is. And for now, that's the end of the stage. There's really not much to it. This is another one of those short stages where there's nothing to do unless we have the proper Wisp abilities. And 1 more extra life. And on to Act 3. Alright, now, the first red ring is up there on that ripcord, but the pink spikes are required in order to grab it. So we're just going to skip that for now. That one up there is the second. And we have these little bouncy platforms here, and they kind of go up ahead of you if you're not fast. And you get a little bounce off of them. Now if you're in midair and you do the stomp with the Z button, you can get a little extra height. There's the third red ring on that loop. And now we have this one that kind of goes horizontally. Now if you just press forward, it will speed up to follow you. It will keep pace. And now be careful that you don't boost because it can't keep up with that. Now here's the pain in the ass parts. If you're not careful, you will die. especially since Sonic is kind of hard to see when the camera zooms out the way it's doing right now, and Sonic's color scheme is very good at blending in with the background of the Starlight Carnival. Not to mention all that eye candy back there is very distracting. It looks very good. I always thought this was one of the best looking Wii games. I mean, it's no Super Mario Galaxy 2, but alright, let's be careful here. You bounce just right, because if you bounce too much, you're gonna hit that enemy and you're gonna fall to your death and die. And that's 4 out of 5, not bad. And for beating this act, we get a C, A, and an S rank, and 3 extra lives. Now, y'all may have noticed at the beginning of this video, the status of my file may have seemed a little different from the last video. That's because I was sitting here recording this, and all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, my HD PVR just stopped recording, just dead in its tracks. I can't explain it. It said something about, you know, it's already reached 200 some odd megabytes. And on deck 4. This is another one that's mostly a side-scrolling section. We got these green little Rubik's balls here. I don't know what else to call them. Do they even... Ah, crap. Do they even have a name? And they just look kind of like Rubik's orbs. Do Rubik's orbs even exist? In fact, is there anything like a Rubik's Cube that's not in the shape of a cube? And I'm having a bad day with these green sparkly things. Jump down here to this trail of rings, grab the red ring, and after we do that, this little zip line comes and we can get back up. Now we want to be careful on our ascent. We don't want those things to hit us again. Wait for that one spark to come down, get on the cord. And that is the third and final red ring we're going to be able to get into this stage. We're going to need the purple wisp, which gives us the frenzy ability in order to get the rest. So all there's left to do is destroy enemies en route to the goal ring. And it sounds like his trumpet screamed. Alright, just navigate through here. Nice and easy. Ugh, that was not nice and easy. I'm getting out of here. Boy, I had a really bad time with this one. I did a lot better my first attempt to record. And what do we get? A crappy C. I know I can get an S rank in this, but that's going to have to wait until I come back with the other Wisps that I need. And right there, what you saw, that little blue Sonic head, I think I have time to show that off. This big glowing robot Sonic head, that's Gameland, where we can go to the Sonic Simulator. Now, you probably just saw, yeah, it's multiplayer, but the multiplayer sucks, and you don't have to play through it in multiplayer mode. It's much easier if you just go. You can use your Mii's or this kind of robot Sonic here. Adjust the speed. I see no reason that we can't have it on the fastest. And, yeah, what you saw there with the red rings going into it is it unlocking our ability to use the Mii characters in the Sonic Simulator. Before that, we could only use this little robot Sonic here. But I'll show that off another time, since we're reaching our time limit, and that's all the time I have for today, so I'm going to have to cut it off from here. So if you like my videos, hit the like button, leave a positive comment in the comment section. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. This is That LP Show. I'm Mikey L the Gamer. Thanks for watching.